Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We have a wonderful guest in studio. It's Art Roloff, and he's the Center Director for C2 Education. Art, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Now, tell me a little bit about C2 Education and your background.
Well, the great thing about C2 is we're actually celebrating our 20th anniversary this month.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. It was founded by two Harvard students who started a tutoring business out of their dorm room. The name C2 comes from Cambridge and Harvard Square.
Oh, nice.
They eventually graduated and decided to take the business into a national level. We've grown to 180 centers in 15 states. The Naperville location is actually the oldest in the Chicagoland location. We've been there for 10 years. And I joined C2 after tutoring for 7 years and working as a college professor because of the academic ideals that C2 has, which is really trying to maximize the potential of each student.
That's great. Tell me a little bit about how there's a lot of C2 Education is talking about college prep, college counseling. There's a lot of competition. What sets you apart from your competition?
Well, we just don't do college prep. We do offer that. We offer the test prep for high school students who are preparing for the ACT, SAT, PSAT. We offer the test prep for middle school students who are trying to get into private high schools like the SSAT and the ISEE. But we also do study skills for all students K through 12. We do test taking strategies. We offer college counseling, helping with the admissions process, writing college essays, getting the applications ready, helping to find scholarships, and my favorite part of the job, which is finding summer programs for students to get them a little bit of experience before they decide exactly what it is what they want to do in college.
So it sounds like you're really helping the family get ready for that next step out of high school, which needs to start much earlier than I think we really start thinking about it.
Absolutely. I think most families start too late, unfortunately. If I were a family now, I would be starting in middle school at least. You want to start preparing your student for high school, get them a little bit ahead of the curve so that they're ready to take the courses, build up those foundational skills, start getting ready for the test process. And in the ideal world, you want to get them ready so that in their junior year, they've already taken the test. They're really focusing on their grades because that's the most important year the colleges are looking at, and it relieves some of the stress and anxiety.
So with C2 Education, when you're talking about that prep for whether it be a test or just that study skill, it sounds like you're helping me be a better student.
Absolutely. We call it 360-degree counseling, and we're really trying to work with students all through the process so that when they get to college, they're going to succeed. We don't want students coming back to us having problems. We want to know that they're successful in college and beyond, whatever that might be.
So, because I'm thinking about, we get so much, we have kids in sports and we get them some private lessons to improve their speed, or we, build their strength up. And it sounds like with you guys, I should hire you on to make sure that we're getting a little bit of bump in that academic area.
Absolutely. If your student needs help with class support, whatever the subject is, we're going to be able to help them. We have a great program.
And so how many students, how does it work? Do I get a one-on-one? How many students are working with an instructor?
Well, let me tell you a little bit about the process. So
Sure.
The first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring you and your student in for a diagnostic test and a consultation. And then we're going to try, based on those results and based on the information you provide, to develop a personalized program for your student. It's not a cookie-cutter approach where one size fits all. Our curriculum is developed actually by C2, which is the only company that I know of that actually develops their own curriculum. And within that curriculum, there are a variety of different levels, so we can really personalize it for the student. Then we're going to map out a timeline all the way through high school of what they need to do, when they need to accomplish it, and set goals for them. We're also going to have continuous tracking through more testing and monthly conferences with the families to make sure that everything is work and adapt to whatever needs might come up. And we're going to set you up with some really great expert teachers. All of our teachers have at least a bachelor's degree, and they have to score 95th percentile or more on the SAT just to get a job interview. Then they have to go through training. They're constantly being reevaluated because ultimately we're looking for success and results. And we're going to follow that process, again, all the way through the senior year in high school. We're going to help you with that college counseling, whether it's applications, scholarships, essays, to really make sure that you're ready to compete at that next level.
That's so important because I think a lot of us just think, oh, I went to college, I can guide my own child. Today, and the world has changed so much today. So I think the C2 is more important than ever.
Oh, absolutely. It's a much different world than when I went to college. Supply and demand has made it much more competitive. The average grades, the average test scores, the level of activities, the volunteer activities that schools are looking for is much more demanding. So not only to open up more doors for schools to get into, but for the scholarship money to lessen the burden on families, it is so much more important to be prepared and start early.
Now, you've had some great success stories. Share a few of those with us.
Well, nationally, C2 gets 85% of their students into the top 50 colleges in the country,
wow,
which includes all the Ivy Leagues, University of Chicago, Northwestern, etc. In our center recently, we had a student who got accepted by Harvard, Yale, and Princeton. We just had a student who got a half scholarship at USC, which is equivalent to $26,000 a year. We just had a young man get accepted at the Naval Academy. We just had a student get accepted at the University of Wisconsin-Madison's Engineering School and the University of Illinois Business School, so that's going to be a tough decision for them. Our average SAT score increase is about 360 points. Our average ACT score increase is about 4 to 5 points. So a lot of success at our center.
And I bet that makes you really proud, because you're
absolutely
setting them up for a good future.
It's the best feeling in the world. When they come into the center, or when they call you, or the parent calls you excitedly and tells you what school they got accepted to, or the scholarship offer they received, or when they come back from college and tell you how well they were prepared to succeed at that level, that's the best feeling in the world.
Well, you are really relationship building there and helping them get through a very tough time. Art, thanks for stopping by and sharing all of what you do at C2 Education. We wish you a lot of luck.
Thank you very much.
We're going to be right back with more Business Connections. Stay tuned.